trailed by 16. Duncan with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Duncan drawing the double team. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Splitter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. You know, every year there are a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference that buck the trend against the West, and last year Cleveland was one of them.
And Kevin, as you said, most teams in the East struggled out of conference, but Cleveland was pretty solid against the West, and I think they'll be even better with LeBron.
Absolutely. Boris Diaz checked in for Tim Duncan.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And for the Cavs, it didn't show up in the win column, but a lot of their losses to teams out west were close competitive games. Well, we got a moment to look back to last year's Spurs right now. First in assists. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they were number 2 in field goal percentage. This is a team that got good shots on a regular basis and knocked them down.
And Clark, what you talked about that really resonates with me is the assists, because they were the best in the league. Clearly a result of wonderful offensive execution and, of course, unselfishness. It didn't seem to matter who was taking the shot. That team always tried to find the open man.
Spurs trailed by 17. Well, really, it was against the Southwest Division they struggled. A lot of East teams struggled against those teams, though. 6 teams from the East had 1 or less wins against the division all season.
Always tough when the East goes out west.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Manu Ginobili has always been one of my favorite guys to watch, and an elite shooting guard on the court. I mean, the issue with him has been health. You know, last season he missed about a month with a tweaked hamstring, right as the Spurs went on their rodeo road trip.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And Mike Miller subbed in for Sean Marion. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. When the Spurs first acquired Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan was less than impressed. He said his shot was errant and, quote, he had a lot of work to do. But 3 years later, Duncan definitely a believer. He said, I'm honored to be on this team because he's going to be great for years to come. And I'm going to hold on as long as I can. Guys?
He's improved every season, Doris. Thanks. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off-seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
No, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body, and it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your home country when they ask you to play on the national team.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Miller. They get it back. Feeds to Irving. Tries again. And the shot falls short this time.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Cleveland leading by 19 points. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Baines is checked in, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Parker. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Waiters, he's checked in for LeBron.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness. Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge.
Miller dishes to Love. Stolen by Joseph. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass on.
And Joseph kicks to Diallo. Joseph, the pass to Baines. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Baines has got his first 2 points.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Irving double team. Waiters gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Joseph. There's the pass to Bellinelli. Hits it from three-point range. Bellinelli's got his second basket of the night. Irving drives in, and that one's good. Five seconds left in the third. Here's Joseph with 1 on the clock. Spurs trailed by 20. Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. And it's Parker in at the 1. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Waiters. Off the left rim and out.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
No, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
He can't get anything to drop, and the way he's going, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And he gets the bucket. And it's 9 points for Leonard.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. The dish to Waiters. Picked by Haywood. Waiters passes to Jones. And he connects on the jumper. The screen. Did the trick.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
The 3. Another miss by Leonard. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Here's Waiters. The kick out to Irving. Stolen by Ginobili. Duncan with this screen on Irving. Parker's shot is off.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Here's Splitter. That's good.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Pass to Haywood. It's stolen by Duncan. That's a 2 from Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. He's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
James, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Thompson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time, but one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated, and in many ways he can lead without saying a word.
LeBron outside. The 3. Again, James missing.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Waiters gets a wide open look. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great.
Irving attacking. 3-pointer. James misses.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Parker outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Waiters got 3 rebounds so far in the game. James with it. Picked up by Ginobili. James kicks to Waiters. Good, and the assist goes to James. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
Well, clearly we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. And I think this was an excellent all-around performance for the Cavaliers.
Clark, what do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
Simply field goal percentage. They shot the ball much better than the opponent.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win will give them a nice boost down the road when they face this club again in the 2nd and 3rd games of the season series.
Yeah, predictably, the stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for James. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Again, Irving missing.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Knocked away.
To the lineup for the Cavaliers.
And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. James wide open. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Now it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.